live, our weekly Thursday live, 3:30 p.m. Pacific time, unless there's a holiday or something that comes up. I love doing these. I'd actually love to do them more often, but I need your guys' help. I need you to like and comment on these lives. Let me know that you enjoy them, what topics you want me to talk about, because I can talk forever. But I try to keep these around 15 minutes, so that way they're easy to watch, easy to digest, because I know a lot of you watch these later, not necessarily live, but I really, really appreciate any of your comments or feedback. Also, this is your group, so if you have questions, if you have challenges, if you have barriers or need some help or advice, post in this group. Create a new thread. Let us know how we can help you. We all have experience. We all have different thoughts or opinions. Let us chime in and help you. That's what this is about. Many of us have overcome many of the challenges or barriers that maybe you're facing. Some of us are brand new on our journey and would love to also see how we respond to certain challenges or barriers. We've all been there. I've been at the end of the grocery aisle crying, like, what do? I don't understand, and been really confused and frustrated. I have been insulin dependent, and I have gone to a nutritionist and been more confused when I left than when I went in. So been there, done that. I am fully in control of my blood sugar levels. It hasn't been an easy road. It's been very difficult, but I now teach and educate because I am a certified diabetes coach. So I can help you reach your controlled blood sugar levels too, whatever that looks like for you. Some of us that are more advanced might not be able to go medicine free, but that would be the goal, obviously. But I'm here to help you, serve you in any way, shape, or form that I can. But let me begin. I wanted to talk today about positive thoughts. Positive thoughts are huge. They're very, very, very powerful. I think they're actually more powerful than most anything else out there, right? It's more powerful than walking or drinking more water, or I think it's just the positive thoughts need to come first. So self-talk would be the words that we say internally or the words that we even say out loud. We need to be more mindful and aware of what we're thinking and what we're saying and what does that translate to? What does that do? Does that help us? Does it keep us stuck? Does it set us back? Does it make us go backwards? Yes, to all of that. So our thoughts that we have, the things that go on in our mind, generates feelings. Those feelings generate action or non-action. Okay, so I have an example coming up, but some of the things that I see or hear in some of the communities that I'm in, not necessarily this one because it's smaller, it's a little more intimate, so we don't have a lot of activity, but I'm in many, many, many groups on different platforms and I see a lot. And some of the things that I see, I'm going to look down at my notes, is diabetes is awful. Diabetes is ruining my life. I hate diabetes. Diabetes is so hard. So these are some quotes that I've seen, not in our group necessarily, but out and about. And what this generates is, that's a thought, right? You're typing it out. You're saying it out loud. It's probably going over and over and over again in your mind. Well, that generates a feeling. So what is the feeling that gets generated when you're saying things that are negative about diabetes? It basically throws up a roadblock, right? You're not open to change. You're not open to new ideas. You're not open to try things. You're shut down. You're shut out. You're angry. You're mad. You're pissed off. Whatever it is, what ends up happening? Non-action, right? No action is going to take place. Or you might try it once and be like, that's not for me, it's not going to work. Can't have these negative thoughts. We've got to stop these negative thoughts. It takes practice. So if the thought comes up, the negative thought, I hate diabetes, I hate my life, I hate stop. Stop. And say 3 things that are positive. 3 things that are positive that's going on, things that you're grateful for, 3 things that you love about your life, that you're here, you're breathing, you're on earth, I love my life. Stop and say 3 positive things. Okay? There's a lot to learn when you become diabetic or pre-diabetic. There's a lot. And it's not easy. I'm going to just tell it to you straight. There is a lot. It's a huge learning curve. It's not humanly possible for you to know it all in a day or an hour or take a quick course and know it all and be able to implement it. It's just not humanly possible, right? So like for me in my very beginning, I struggled big time. I did not understand. I was so angry. One of the things I will never forget, I went to Wendy's and I got a small chili. Made sense, right? Should be fine. It's got protein in it. It's got veggies in it. It should be fine. It's a small chili. I went from, I don't know what I was starting out blood sugar wise, but I went to 359. Like, boom. I was so upset. I was so frustrated. And I cried. And I cried a lot, right? Because I thought that was okay, right? I needed food. I needed something quick. I needed to eat. Shot me through the roof. Okay, so it was a learning lesson. Back then, I didn't understand that. It's like, okay, won't do that again, right? Take a note, journal that, write it down. Not going to do chili. Something in there is not, my body is not responding well to it. So it's a lesson. It's something to learn. It's not failure. It's not, back then I thought it was, and I just spiraled down the drain. Spiraled down the drain. You need support. You need people to help you through these rough times. You need help to lift you up, brush you off. It's okay. Just know that we can't do that again. Okay? Or we have to alter that food in some way that's going to respond better to your body. Blood sugars will fluctuate. Don't beat yourself up. Brush yourself off. Reflect on it. Okay? So adjust that food. Maybe it's something we just can't have now, or maybe, especially if you're on insulin, maybe it's something you need more insulin for, or update your medication or whatever. But noting all this stuff, journaling it, and when you go to the doctor, say, this is what happened, right? If you don't have me or some sort of support that can break it down and explain to you why that happened. So try it again, but have positive thoughts, know and learn and adjust. So, you know, being overly exaggerating on things, like we have highs, we all have lows, right? But learning how to prevent those spikes and learning how to prevent those lows. Sometimes they're unexplained, right? Sometimes I can eat certain foods today and be fine, you know, stay in normal range. And then tomorrow, shoot through the roof. Like, what the hell? It's but a different day, different hormones, different hydration, different sleep, different stress levels, maybe wearing a different colored shirt. I don't know. There's so many factors. It's not simple, right? I can't give you my food plan because my food plan won't work for you, most likely, right? There are rules and there are things that generally work for the majority of us, but depending on your kidneys, your livers, your pancreas, all these different things, how far advanced you are, right? And how advanced other conditions are, like high blood pressure, your cholesterol, how overweight you are, how much you're moving or not moving. All these things matter. All these things will change day to day. But reflect. Think of it as it's a learning lesson. Okay? I'm not going to do that again. I've written it down, and I'm going to avoid this and correct yourself, right? Get back up. Don't go days, weeks, months of just like, I'm just forgetting this, because you're here now and we've got to make these changes now. So what I like to work with my clients closely with is working on a conscious level, meaning you're being mindful, being aware of all the things that you say and do throughout the day. And once we get the habit rolling, it will become subconscious. But for now, a lot of you are in a space that says you've been probably just reacting to life, just mowing through the days, reacting to whatever gets put in front of you, eating whatever sounds good to you in the moment. But we've got to change that. We've got to switch it to a conscious mode. Become aware. Listen to your body. When your body says, I don't like this food, it's making me tired, making me groggy, I feel horrible, it's rumbly, my stomach's upset, or my blood sugar spike, and or both. We've got to become more mindful and aware of how our body responds to food. It's telling you stuff, but are you listening? right? So we're going to make better choices, wiser choices, choosing healthier foods, being more aware, being more mindful, slowing down, and listening to our body. When we're operating on a level of reaction, like just not planning, just going with the flow and just eating whatever sounds good in the moment, we're reactive. We're operating on a reactive, our subconscious is taking over, and we're most likely avoiding something, right? We're covering up some feelings or emotions with food, right, from our past or whatever, things that need to be forgiven or forgotten, and we need to move on. We're using food to comfort, right? We're reactive, responding poorly, or we're using food as a punishment, right? Punishment or exercise as punishment sometimes. I see that both ways. On again, off again. Being overwhelmed by so much information and conflicting information. I Google it and it says this, my doctor says that, my nutritionist says this. I was there in the mud, stuck in that quicksand. I know what that means. I break it down and make it super easy and small. We start with one thing, perfect that one thing, and then we add on a new thing. Some of my clients pick up the ball and run, and they do amazing and incredible. A lot of times those clients are at the bottom, the rock bottom, right? They've somehow hit their rock bottom, but hopefully I can catch you before that, and we just start slowly. Work on one thing, not all the things. There's so much, right? Too much to work on. But when we're overwhelmed and we have so much going on and so much to think about and so many changes, it creates anxiety. Worry about the future, worrying about, so many things, worrying about other people, and stop. Break it down. Let's make it small, bite size. A lot of times my clients that get to previous to working with me, they get so restrictive and go completely on the opposite end of things that it sets them up for a binge. Because it's too hard, it's too restrictive, and you're eating not enough calories, and you're eating, probably not all the right calories. It sets them up for a binge because the cravings take over, because you're stressing the body out. The cortisol is shooting through the roof, and your body is afraid. It's like, oh my God, there's no sugar, there's no flour, there's no this, oh my God, panic. It's like a 2-year-old, or, in your mind with it's like an animal. I've got to find these carbs and sugar, right? We've got to avoid that. But we need to break it down, make it small for you, whatever that is, whatever that speed is for you. But know that there will be mistakes, there will be hurdles, there will be challenges, but together we can get through it. Okay? So not stressing out. It's not that all or none attitude. We can't have that because that doesn't work. But we also don't need to exaggerate things either, right? Make it small, make it manageable, make it easy. But here's an example of the thought, feeling, and action that I mentioned at the beginning. So here's an example. I hate eating healthy. Healthy food is so expensive. Pretty common one that I hear. Okay, whatever. That's how you feel. If that's your thoughts, and you're going to say that, that's most likely going to generate a feeling of angry, frustrated, annoyed, aggravated, bad mood, irritable, cranky. I don't have any money. I can't afford good food. Okay? I have clients that are on unemployment that are eating healthy. They're managing their finances differently. They're canceling some subscriptions. They're canceling some things that are weighing down their financial situation, and they're recalculating that money. They are coupon shopping. They are looking for good deals at grocery stores and buying healthy food. If they can do it, you can do it. Plain and simple, right? Chicken breasts right now are so dang big. One chicken breast is like 3 meals. How much is a chicken breast? Like $1? It's not expensive. It's just learning how to source healthier foods for a good price. Anyways, but if you have that thought, I hate eating healthy, it's so expensive, guess what? Boom, barrier, challenge. You're not going to go any further. So you've got to change that thought. If you have that thought, The feeling is angry, frustrated, annoyed, and you're not going to go any further, right? The action is actually non-action. You're not going to change. You're not open to changing. You're throwing up a barrier. You're throwing up a concrete wall. Stop. Okay? Most likely what you're going to do is just continue buying this crap food that's going to keep sending you down this terrible path of diabetes, right? So we want to get you off medication if possible, if you're not too far advanced. Lower your body fat. The visceral fat is the most dangerous. That's in and around your organs, around your waist. So if your waist is larger than your hips, we need to work together. We need to get that changed. So if you change your thoughts to, I'm going to try to find a way to eat healthier within my budget. That's the thought. The feeling is, I got a chance at beating this. I can become successful. And what's the action? You're going to start looking for good deals online. You're going to start shopping smart. Right? So that's a big difference. Like the feeling is totally different. So change your thoughts to positive. Remember when something comes up negative, 3 things immediately positive about your day or about the situation. Immediately. Okay? Here's another way to word the situation. I am not used to eating healthy foods, but I will try something new each week and find good deals on foods I like to eat and prepare. Right? So it's so much, I feel, even when I say it, the tone is different. Right? So know your why. Know why it is you want to be healthy. Know why deep inside. It can't be I want to be skinnier, I want to look cute, or I want to get off medication. It needs to be deeper. It needs to have feeling. It needs to be special and important to you. Write it down. Journal about it. Write it every day. Have it on your mirror. Have it on your phone. Have it on a 3x5 card and look at it whenever you're challenged or feeling frustrated. So know your why. Try new things. Be open and curious. And move every day to improving your health. Just a little bit. Every day. Just a little bit. And in a year, you'll be like a whole new person. Trust me. Just a small change every day. So focus on your positive thoughts. I hope that this was valuable. I did go over my 15 minutes, but barely. I'm really passionate about this topic. I kind of injected a lot into my trainings on Udemy. Ngomu is launching in January. Learn to Live is also another platform I teach on. But if you need help, reach out to me. Private message me. If we haven't met and talked on the phone, you have a free 30-minute call with me. You can also be on my wellness app for 1 week for free, where I monitor everything you eat and do for a whole week. It's way better than any of the other apps out there where you actually have a human being watching you and giving you feedback. At the end of the week, we book another call and we go over it totally free. But if you want to be a part of my wellness app full time, it's month to month, $85. And we have 2 calls a month where we kind of like talk about how the last 2 weeks went and what can we work on and what can we improve. So that's available to you anytime. Just private message me. Don't feel like you're bothering me. This is what I love. This is what I'm passionate about. Let me know how I can help. And don't forget, this group is for you. Please comment below that you watched this, enjoyed this, or have any questions. Thanks. Bye.